Hello, this video is going to demonstrate how to run a final expense life quote on your Fidelis quoting tool. So when you do sign into your account, you will see the available products in which you are able to run a quote for. Under final expense life, I will hit the blue run quote button. When I do select that, it will populate me to the next page where I will start by entering my client's zip code. It will then populate the city and the state in the upper right hand corner. I can change the age, the gender, as well as the tobacco type. I can enter in a different face value amount depending on what my client is looking for. I can also put in a monthly rate. So if my client only has $50 a month that they want to allocate towards a final expense plan, I would type that monthly rate in, and then when I do run the quote, it will bring in only plans that are $50 or less. I can change my benefit type from graded to level to modified, return to premium, single play, whatever your client is looking for. And then the underwriting type, we have 3 different underwriting types you can select, whether that's full underwriting, a guarantee issue plan, or a simplified plan. We can then sort by price, AM Best rating, or SP rating. The client label is optional, but this is where I can type in my client's name if I choose to do so. I will then hit Get Quote. On the next screen here, it will populate all the different plans that are available for my client with the parameters that I entered within the quote. So it will start by, of course, sorting by the price. So as I scroll through here, I can see the different plans that are available. We also include if there's any annual fees and what that annual fee is. So if we did want to include that annual fee within the monthly rate, on the left-hand side under Adjust View, I can select Apply Fees, and this will apply any fee to the monthly cost. I can also change the type of rate, whether that is monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or annual. I can do that as well here. So because I selected a full underwriting situation, I do have the ability to add in any application health questions. So if my client did have a condition that I was concerned about, whether or not they're going to pass underwriting or not, so for example stroke, I can select that condition here, and then it will tell me whether or not that is going to be on the application or not as far as a look back period goes. So I have stroke selected here, and I can see here that this particular plan, it is going to be a 10-year look back period. So on the application it will ask, in the last 10 years have you suffered from a stroke? So that will help you be a good indicator of if your client will pass that full underwriting type of plan. There are a couple of other different comparison features that we can do within this. So if your client was interested in a couple of different plans and you wanted to kind of show them side by side, you can certainly do so. So I'll just select these first 2 plans here. What they will then turn green. And then in the upper left-hand corner, we have our compare quotes box where we have those 2 plans side by side. I will then hit on the compare quotes, and it will bring those 2 plans side by side so I can compare the different costs associated with them and what type of plan it is. We can also do this if our client is kind of going back and forth between the different benefit amounts. So if I wanted to choose a $10,000 plan and a $20,000 plan, I can do that within my compare quotes feature. So I'll leave that first William Penn selected as green, and then maybe I'll just change my face value here from 10 to 20, and then I'll hit Get Quote. And then it will populate all the different premiums for that $20,000 face value. So I can select this William Penn since that's the carrier that I want to compare the two with. In my upper left hand corner, I will then select my compare quotes. So now I have the difference between the two plans here that I can share with my client. If you have any questions on how to use the final expense quoting tool, you can always contact your representative at Fidelis. They're able to answer any questions you may have. You're also able to contact us at CSG Actuarial. We're always happy to help answer any questions you may have.